Serina Bird, has been on a mission to shift the COVID kilos, and she's here to tell us about how we can save on exercise and food prep. It's great to see you, Serina. Thanks for joining us.
How are you, Serina?
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
You are looking great, and you've just achieved a major milestone. What's that?
Well, for me, it was really major. And so going back into May, I was really feeling really unfit. I'd put on a lot of weight. We'd had the bushfire haze here where I live, and then, of course, we'd had COVID, so I hadn't been going out. My exercise regime had been disrupted. So I started jogging on this couch to 5K method. And about 3 weeks ago, I managed to run 30 minutes continuously. Now, for me, this was huge because when I started that, I couldn't even do the interval training of 60 seconds on the first week. So to get to that point was amazing. The best part was my husband was so proud of me. He walked beside me the whole way. Sometimes he got a little puff, but the point was that I did it, and he was really proud, and I was so proud of myself.
Good on you,
That's
Serina.
super, yeah.
I use that app as well. It's free, and it teaches you how to run to 5Ks, get you off the couch and get you running. It's a brilliant app.
Exactly.
So easy to use. Good for you.
No, I think it's great, especially when you're trying to get fit. I mean, what you want to do is you want to kind of save. Do you know what I mean? That's sometimes the biggest thing. We all know that it's more important what you put into your body than what you put out of your wallet, and that can be something that turns people off. I mean, do you have any tips on ways that we can save money when we're trying to get fit?
Oh, well, there's so many. And as you would know, it's really important to do what we love to do. There are so many ways to be active, whether it's dancing, whether it's jogging, whether it's walking. I love doing Tai Chi. I love skiing. So to be really in tune with what you like to do. And that doesn't necessarily need to cost a lot of money. I mean, if people do want to go to the gym, the key thing too is to understand the terms and conditions there of that, and to make sure it's a community where you feel that you like to go, that you enjoy that process, and it's something that you're likely to do.
All right, now let's talk about meal planning, because you really have to be organised, I think, if you know. You've got to get it all done at the start of the week. Why is it so important, do you think?
Well, when we're talking about weight reduction and weight loss, I don't know about you, but I hate food waste. I really do, with a passion. So that then finds me eating all those leftovers, my leftovers for my kids' meals, all sorts of stuff, and also snack foods. Like if I've got a lot of food around the house, I tend to eat it. So when I plan my meals so that I don't overbuy in the first place, and when I reduce the amount of snack foods, the chippies, the chocolate, all that sort of stuff that I buy in the first place, that then means that I'm more likely to be healthy during the week and to resist that temptation to overeat.
Yeah, and then again, for a lot of us, it's so much easier with bad food. It's a lot cheaper, obviously. But is there any food that is healthy and affordable?
Well, there's a lot. And, you know, processed food is actually quite comparatively expensive compared to healthy foods. It's just we often don't realise that. So in front of me, I've got some examples of some healthier foods that isn't expensive. We've obviously got legumes, like don't knock the brown lentils, or even the baked beans. They are actually really good for you, and they're really cheap. Even a tin of tomatoes is really, really cheap and really good for you. Seasonal fresh fruit and vegetables. Lean proteins such as things like tofu and eggs are actually really quite cheap as well. There's some cuts of meat that are quite cheap too, but you don't have to be eating sirloin steak every night to lose weight. There's lots of different ways that you can do that.
And you've got a really clever tip for serving meals as well. What's that?
Well, it's an easy one, but it's basically, sometimes it's good to have some frozen meals on stock, particularly if you buy them on special, because there'll be times when you're just tired and you want something as a go-to. But then after you've eaten that, keep the package. Because why things like this are really effective is because of the portion control. So keep that package and serve your next meal using that same portion size. So that's a
big
cheap
thing for me. Yeah,
money-saving tip.
Yeah, the portion control is huge for me, because I'll just smash it all, keep going.
And do you have any advice on how we can stay away from the fridge in lockdown? Because a lot of us, when you're stuck in the house, there's nothing else to do but eat and keep making trips to the fridge. What's your advice besides, you know, padlocking the refrigerator?
Yeah, I was going to say that. put a big lock on the refrigerator, and that doesn't work, obviously. But I guess, you know, having a meal plan and putting that up on the fridge too, so you can see what is on there. And once again, it goes back to that meal planning. Like, if you are buying healthy food, you're stocking your fridge with healthy food, you're more likely to make those good choices. But I think just getting out and about too, like, often why we are eating is because we're bored, and sometimes we're overeating because we're thirsty. So even just having a glass of water, or saying to yourself, I'll have a piece of fruit before I have that piece of chocolate. So note yourself to do that.
Yeah, drink more water. That's what I need.
The routine,
on my head.
is huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need the routine to keep going.
Well, you can find out more by looking for the Savvy Shopper column in your local News Corp newspaper, or you can visit savvyshopper.net.au. Serina, congratulations on your milestone. Keep running, girlfriend.
Superb.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Well, up next, Steph reveals whether she's found love outside the Bachelor Mansion. And coming up, there's more Ding Dong by the beach, and we'll see what Denise has found very soon. Then later, Kanye's new and very bizarre social media outburst. There's plenty more ahead. See you soon.